What's going on, guys? I'm back with another video, and today I'm going to be talking about form variation files, specifically one aspect of them. So you might be wondering, what do form variation files actually do? Well, they have a bunch of purposes. One of them is changing the texture that shows on your character. For example, when you change the fatigues, the model doesn't change, but the texture that's applied to it does. They can also be used for attaching models together. For example, Snake's arm and head, those are all separate files. So if I equip the bandana, it attaches the head with the bandana on it to the body model. The same thing happens when you change an arm. The complete functionality available to form variation files isn't understood, but one of the more interesting things about them is their ability to hide and show meshes. You may have heard myself or another modder say that something currently isn't possible because there's a hidden mesh involved and we can't control those. Well, I've been researching the form variation files, and we now have enough information to show and hide meshes with form variation files. For example, notice the bandage on Hospital Snake's head. Form variation files are used to control how much of that bandage is shown. If I open my FOVA menu here, I can control exactly how much of the bandage is shown. Right now the full bandage is shown. If I only want the bandage to be over the horn and around the head, I can control that. If I don't want the bandage to cover the horn, I can control that too. Now normally, through the game's form variation files, this is as much of the bandana as we can, or bandage I mean, this is as much of it as we can make disappear. Through controlling it though, we can actually make more of it disappear. I can make it so there's no bandage at all. We can also control other meshes disappearing by renaming the mesh groups that they're in. For example, I can make Snake's whole head disappear through form variation files. Some models which you might not think would have a hidden mesh actually do. For example, in Mission 1, Snake has a scarf that covers his face. That mesh is always present on the scarf model, but you can never see it outside of that opening cutscene. Through applying FOVAs manually, we can make that mesh show up. You might have also noticed that the texture changed on the fatigues. I believe this is because the default texture for the fatigues is Tiger Stripe, and if you don't provide a command to the FOVA with another camo, then it defaults to Tiger Stripe. So far this video has only included examples of models that already come with FOVAs, but what about models with hidden meshes but no FOVAs? For example, if you look at the Skull Sniper model, there are 4 form variations for the chest, but there are no FOVAs to go with them. So how is this possible? Well, we believe that cutscenes have access to the same set of commands as FOVAs, and that's how it applies the form variations without needing a form variation file. Still, through creating custom FOVAs, we can still show those meshes. So now you might be thinking, well that's cool, we can show the hidden meshes, but this means that we need a custom FOVA file for every hidden mesh we want to show. Well no, that's not actually the case. All the form variation files are doing is toggling a flag inside of the models, and I found where that flag is. So we can have the hidden meshes show right off the start. So yes, this means that you can go into the uniform selection and choose the scarf model and have the scarf show right off the start. No FOVA needed. And because I figure somebody's probably going to ask anyway, yes, this also means we can have a working rain scene quiet. Anyway, that's all for this video. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you guys in another video.